and COVID-19 incursions in our country. We should not confuse the genuine efforts to police the borders throughout the country to mean that the NPP is against anyone. Elections in Ghana are for Ghanaians. Yet, as we speak, a number of Togolese and Nigerians have either been convicted or have their cases pending at the Keita Circuit Court, charged with registering for a Ghanaian voter ID card. So in the midst of all these things, it is also true, and it has been established beyond reasonable doubt, that people that are not Ghanaians have tried. Some of them succeeded in getting their names on our register. And this, they were arrested, they were tried by a competent court of jurisdiction. And their names are Okafo-Wale, age 47 years, nationality Nigerian. Offense, registered for Ghana voter ID card when not qualified to register. Convicted and sentenced to 2 years in hard labor by Keita Circuit Court on 30th July 2020. Evoda Yaudio Don, age 22 years, nationality Togolese. Offense, registered for Ghana voter ID card when not qualified to register. Convicted and sentenced to 2 years in hard labor by Keita Circuit Court on 30th July 2020. Emmanuel Philip, age 32, nationality Nigerian. Offense, registered for Ghana voter ID card when not qualified. Case pending before the court. Jerry Azameti, age 28 years, nationality Ghanaian. And Abigail Tagbo, age 20 years, Ghanaian. Offense, the two are Emmanuel Philip, a Nigerian who is not qualified to register for Ghana voter ID. Raymond, age 33 years, Togolese. Offense, register for Ghana voter ID card when not qualified to register. Case pending at Keita Circuit Court. And recently, you all saw the arrest of 66 Ivorian nationals who tried to register in Ghana and succeeded in registering. Yesterday, 12 Nigerians currently in custody at the Kotobabi police station in Accra allegedly brought in to register by the NDC member of parliament for the area. Ladies and gentlemen, we love all our brothers and sisters of West Africa, but they cannot vote in our elections, as we cannot vote in theirs. We expect mutual respect for national sovereignty with our dear neighbors. We were not compiling ECOWAS register. We were compiling purely Ghanaian register, and we expect that. And sometimes it's intriguing to note that as I went round, the NDC party makes no effort at all to challenge anybody that is suspected to be non-Ghanaian. They rather aid them. I don't know what really they get from this. They don't. We've also seen NDC facilitating non-Ghanaians to register and vote in our elections. As clearly established by VCRAC CRAB Committee and by the Supreme Court of Ghana during the election petition, one of the main reasons accounting for the bloated nature of the register is the names of non-Ghanaians, particularly our West African neighbors, on the register. This, we contend, is the handiwork of the NDC. Just as I said, I was in Bungrubu constituency, and this is a border town with our friends in Togo. One thing that we must also recognize is that our educational system in Ghana is superb as compared to our neighbors. Our health system is also very good as compared to them. So as we were there, we saw our Togolese if the next day they try to prevent them, they will come and burn their houses in the midnight. You see, it is not a myth that people living on the borders don't know who they are. It is never true. I remember we got to Akate North. This is a border constituency to Togo. It is only a footpath that separates Ghana from Togo. To the extent that the NDC, when NDC was in power, their MC constructed a road to Togo just to create way and facilitate them to access our country and be part of our voting process. Strangely enough, at that polling station, 60% of those selling at the polling station are Togolese, which all of them are aware. They were insisting that they wanted to register. And any attempt by our agent to stop them from registering, this is real. This is real. And as we go on, I'll give you a breakdown of some of the constituencies close to our border and the significant changes in the numbers as a result of the vigilance of our party agents and the vigilance of the media and everybody. I think that the media is awash with videos showing some foreigners being imported by NDC into a country to participate in our registration exercise. And I think slide 3 shows that. But before slide 3, we saw Asedu Ketia in Banda constituency insisting that with a truckload, and just as they did to you, the media people, instead of them to even buzz them, they couldn't buzz them. They just got a cab truck and loaded them into it. And was insisting, this is it, and intimidating, and to some extent even insulting the police. This is what he did by insisting that these people must be allowed to vote because they were coming in batches. Here is he insisting that people who are not qualified who are not citizens who may not be resident or ordinary residents in the polling station they want to with the help of Asedu Ketia and his party to register to vote in our upcoming elections in December. And sometimes you ask yourself, the electoral officials. If someone comes and says, my name is Kwame Kobna, some of them, Kwame Kobna, Yaudamu, some of them, Kwame Yao. Kwame, you look at Kwame, you must say that the same name is Kwame Yao. That's what we went through, and I must use this occasion to thank our polling agents for their vigilance, and some of them ended up getting wounded in the process. I think more of these pictures are there. Acts of violence perpetrated at various polling stations. Ladies and gentlemen, in the country can match the NDC. And I think that the video is there for all of you. They have a root from revolutionary days. Who was beaten to pulp by the NDC tax just yesterday at Doma West. They brought in loads of people from Côte d'Ivoire as usual to register. In our bid to stop them from registering, a little fight ensued. Unfortunately, one person was shot. But you ask yourself, yesterday was not a main registration day. It was just a mop-up. So how come you can have loads of people who wanted to be allowed to register on that day? And that constituency, when we come to breakdown of constituencies that their numbers have come down drastically, we'll be looking at that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you check the border constituencies, you will realize that a lot of these border constituencies per our current register have seen drastic reduction in their numbers as a result of the vigilance of our agents. And you must also remember that in some of these constituency candidates and that of the NDC, sometimes it's 47. If you take our Wing constituency as an example. Take Doma Central. On the register in 2019 was 63,155. As at 6th of August, the total number registered was 51,343, a reduction of 11,812. That is 18.7% reduction. If you take Doma West, where they had the clash yesterday, the total, it used to be 26,225. Now, as we speak now, it's 21,100. 139. A reduction of 19.50%. If it is same for account constituency, a reduction of 13.3. Boko Central is the same. Our border with Burkina Faso, 16.2. If you take Pusiga, 4.7. If you take Garu, 10.50. If you take Glora constituency, minimum 6%. If you take K2 South, it used to be 149,219. Reduction in most of the constituencies. Of a whooping 10,000. This is a constituency that the difference is in hundreds. And these are border constituencies. Dwaboso almost and votes in our elections. One strange thing that marveled me, who were asked to go back to school to prepare for their final, they were not, their parents were not even allowed to visit them, not to talk about them going out. Already the Electoral Commission has put in a program that allows the Electoral Commission to have a mobile registration kit available at their district center, that any polling station or registration center that the numbers are huge, Electoral Commission is able to go with their mobile registration kit and help in registering. If they register, they don't register with a new number, it is not a new center, they use the same old center at where they went to help. It is the same process, that instead of allowing the students to go out, to register and all it, and also to ensure that they are able to register. By our laws, if you stay at a place for 5 years between the time you want to register, if you've lived in a place for an aggregate of 12 months, you are considered as an ordinary resident and you are capable and you are qualified to register. So I know, Mustafa, it is same with you, including Hope Polytechnic. We always win all elections there. So I'm not surprised. I'm not even attributing it to the free essay. I don't know whether the Supreme Court or the High Court is going to say that eligible Ghanaian 18 years and above resident or ordinary resident in our area who was given the opportunity by the Electoral Commission through a process that is known by all will be disqualified from voting. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, in a reported Facebook live session held by His Excellency the former President, to go further, to apologize to this nation for the dangerous ethnic sentiments he raised, jeopardizing the security of the state with unwarranted attacks. His actions, which were mirrored by the leadership of his party, unduly created fear and raised political tension in the country. Certainly, Ghanaians didn't deserve this from an immediate past president of this great nation of ours, who again is seeking for the mandate of the people. The NPP will continue to work hard to meet the needs of Ghanaians. The times demand strong and decisive leadership on the issues that have impacted our lives. It is in pursuit of our stated goals that we have not only strengthened the economy, but have also managed to provide social and economic support in terms of cost-free water and electricity, as well as business support schemes for our people. The NPP vision captured in our Manifesto 2020 will hopefully be shared with Ghanaians on the 22nd of August 2020. We'll be having a steering committee tomorrow to validate or accept this for the benefit of all. Your NPP government, our NPP government, remain focused and expect a massive turnout on December 7th to consolidate the leadership and good governance offered by His Excellency Abudani Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. We thank all Ghanaians sincerely for rejecting the hate-filled, divisive, non-policy-based rhetoric of candidate Mama. You demonstrated this rejection with the massive turnout for the voter registration exercise. Confirm it even more with a decisive vote against the politics of division come December 7th, 2020. May God bless Ghana. Thank you for your attention.